All right, today we are diving into the ultimate baddie on a budget guide to getting clear skin. If you've ever struggled with acne, you know it's so much more than just a few spots on your face. It's a whole emotional journey. So let's get into some incredible and most importantly, free tips and tricks that actually work. Oh, this quote just hits right in the feels, doesn't it? That desperate feeling of just wanting it all to disappear overnight. I get it. So many of us have been there. But the good news is, your journey to clear skin doesn't have to be this complicated, expensive thing. It can seriously start with just a few simple daily habits. Okay, so let's start with the absolute basics. Section 1 is all about these tiny little changes you can make every single day that I promise you add up to make a huge impact on your skin. Let's just bust the biggest acne myth right out of the gate. We have all been taught to dry out our skin, right? We think if we strip away all the oil, the pimples will just shrivel up and die. But it's the exact opposite. When you strip your skin, it basically panics. It goes into overdrive and produces even more oil to try and protect itself. And what does more oil lead to? Yep, more breakouts. So listen up, moisture is your best friend. Here is another super simple switch. Wash your face with cold water instead of hot. I know hot water feels so nice and steamy, but it's just stripping away all those good natural oils we were just talking about. Cold water, though, it's a total game changer. It'll help calm down redness, tighten up your pores, and it even gets the blood flowing for a nice, healthy glow. It's such a small change with some seriously cool benefits. And speaking of cold, here is the best hack for when you get one of those angry red pimples right before you have to go somewhere. Just grab an ice cube, wrap it in a paper towel or a thin cloth, and hold it on the spot for about a minute. The cold brings down the swelling and the redness like magic. It won't make it disappear, but it'll make it way less noticeable instantly. Okay, this one sounds so simple, but it is so important. Your skin is not a countertop you need to scrub. When you rub it with a towel, you're causing friction and irritation, which just makes acne worse. And don't even get me started on cotton pads. They can leave behind tiny little fibers that clog your pores. So from now on, whether you're drying your face or putting on toner, remember the golden rule. Gently pat, never ever rub. All right, let's move on to my favorite part, Section 2, DIY Kitchen Cures. Yep, we are heading straight to the kitchen to whip up some super effective and totally free skincare treatments with stuff you probably already have lying around. First up is the banana peel facial. And I know, it sounds a little weird, but hear me out. The inside of a banana peel is actually antiseptic, which means it helps stop the bacteria that causes acne from growing in the first place. Plus, it's packed with antioxidants. It's amazing. And it is so easy to do. You just take the inside of the peel, gently rub it all over your face, let that sticky residue sit for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then just rinse it off. That's it. Now, obviously, quick disclaimer, if you have a banana allergy, please skip this one. Okay, our next DIY is an absolute powerhouse, rice water. People have been using this stuff for centuries, and for good reason. It's so soothing for your skin. It can help with acne, tighten your pores, and it seriously brightens your whole complexion, giving you this beautiful, dewy glow. And making it is a piece of cake. Just rinse a half cup of rice, then let it soak in 2 or 3 cups of water. You can use the water after just 30 minutes. Or, pro tip, if you let it sit out and ferment for a day or two, it gets even more packed with nutrients. Then you just strain the rice out and splash the water on your face or put it in a little spray bottle. And for our grand finale in the kitchen, we're gonna make a face mask that literally does it all. This mask is designed to gently exfoliate, fight off bacteria, calm everything down, and give your skin a big drink of water, all at the same time. So, here's the magic formula. The yogurt has lactic acid, which is a really gentle exfoliant. The aloe is amazing for soothing and fighting bacteria. Now, a huge, very important disclaimer about the coconut oil. For some people, it's a miracle moisturizer, but for others, it is super comedogenic, which is just a fancy word for it will clog your pores like crazy. If you know your skin hates coconut oil, just leave it out of the recipe. Easy. Okay, time to shift gears. We've talked about all the good things to do. Now we have to talk about what not to do. This section is basically the ultimate don't list. All the common mistakes that might be secretly wrecking your skin. Let's just rip the Band-Aid off and start with the big one. Stop popping your pimples. I know it's tempting, but this quote, as graphic as it is, paints a perfect picture. When you squeeze, you're not just getting stuff out, you're pushing bacteria deeper into your skin and spreading it all around. You're basically taking one pimple and turning it into an invitation for 5 more to show up tomorrow. Just don't do it. So, what about the products you do end up buying, even the cheap ones? You have to know what you're putting on your skin, because a lot of common products have ingredients that are actually doing more harm than good. Now, don't get overwhelmed by these sciencey names. The main takeaway here is to become an ingredient detective. Things like harsh alcohols just strip your skin, starting that whole vicious cycle of dryness and oiliness again. Parabens can actually mess with your hormones, and hormones are a huge trigger for breakouts. And talc, which is in a lot of makeup powders, can clog your pores. Just get in the habit of flipping that bottle over and taking a quick look at the label. And here are a few more quick-fire don'ts. Don't touch your face. Your hands are covered in oils and bacteria. Be careful with hair products around your hairline. They can cause breakouts. And please, please stop dipping your fingers directly into jars of moisturizer or touching serum droppers to your face. You're just contaminating the whole product. Okay, this quote is a little extra, but it's hilarious, and it makes a point you will never, ever forget. Your pillowcase and your phone screen are bacteria magnets. Think about all the oil, sweat, and dirt that builds up. You need to be washing that pillowcase at least once a week and wiping down your phone screen every single day. No excuses. And for our final section, we're going to zoom all the way out and look at the bigger picture. Because clear skin isn't just about what you smear on your face, right? It's all connected: your mind, your body, and your skin. This might be the most important takeaway from this entire thing. Your skin loves simplicity. When you wash it too much or pile on a dozen different products, you're actually destroying your skin's natural protective barrier. You're stripping it of its defenses, which can cause irritation or even a chemical burn. Sometimes, the best thing you can do for your skin is to just leave it alone. And of course, everything on the inside shows up on the outside. When you're stressed, your body pumps out hormones that literally tell your skin to produce more oil. It's that simple. Not getting enough sleep, that leads directly to inflammation. Now, you don't have to eat a perfect diet, but just trying to find some balance, drinking enough water, and getting some exercise can do wonders for your stress levels and your skin. I really want to end with this because it's so important. If you are in the thick of a bad skin phase right now, please, please don't let it destroy your confidence. I know how awful it feels. So many of us have been in that exact same boat, but I swear to you, it will get better. You just have to be patient and kind to yourself along the way. So, I'll leave you with this final question. We've gone over so many simple, free things you can do. What's one small change that you heard today that you're going to try? Just pick one thing and start there. You got this.